And that's when I met Santa Claus and learned the true meaning of Christmas. Oh god, we've started. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Box podcast. I'm Kyle.
And I'm back.
And Trey, was there any news this week? Was there any anything happened?
There wasn't a lot.
just a little bit, not too crazy.
Just a tiny bit.
Twitter only exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not like metaphorically, not like there was like Twitter is up in flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a crazy week. Trey's got the rundown, so we're just gonna go through everything and talk about it.
Dude, I got a new Snuggie today. I am ready.
Oh my god, dude, that is the most important piece of news. Dude, Trey's got a new Snuggie.
Warm, I'm comfortable. I'm ready to talk about like the 18 different things that happened this past week. Oh my god,
this is such a crazy week, man. And did you add the thing that happened like 15 minutes before we started recording?
Oh yes, I am. We're talking about how it's going to try to compete with a certain comic book property, and they're going to completely fail.
Yes, no, they won't fail.
They won't fail, but they'll definitely make less money.
I don't even know about that. We'll get to that when we get there. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Anyway, we're starting off with a bang here. We're going to start off with Electro, man. We're going to start off with freaking Electro.
This got reported on my birthday.
Bruh.
Yeah. So
happy birthday! It's your birthday!
It was 4 days ago. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I guess my birthday is a pretty crappy omen because the literal worst Spider-Man villain is now being brought back.
I wouldn't call him the worst. Harry Osborn making Spider-Man. Harry Osborn making Spider-Man 2 was pretty bad, man. Topher Grace, he was pretty bad, man.
Okay, yeah, but they both had motivation. Electro, if anything, should have been an ally because I don't know. I don't understand his character in that movie, but
Kyle. Here's what his motivation. I hate Spider-Man because he didn't remember my name. That's his motivation.
So it's the Riddler from Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Riddler from Batman Forever.
And the last thing I'm going to do is defend Batman Forever. That's the last thing I'm going to do.
Even though there are literally people on Twitter now, like a large group of people who are unironically defending that movie.
Listen, it's cringe and it messes with characters. Okay?
No, it is not a camp masterpiece, High Top. No, it's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's a bad movie. It's a bad Batman movie, okay?
Yeah, moving on.
But anyway, so I hear people keep saying Electro's going to open the door for Spider-Verse. That's not going to happen, guys.
Yeah,
we have J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson right now. Is he from the Raimi movies? No, we're smart.
Yeah, they said he wouldn't be. They said he wouldn't be blue this time. They've pretty much all but confirmed he's coming back as a J. Jonah situation. And honestly, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
because
I'm fine with that too.
He's not bad casting.
Awesome. Jamie Foxx is awesome, and he could have.
I like
him
in that
role.
Of
course, do Electro good, but you know,
especially if he had like cool armor and the yellow head.
I want him to do this. I want to sell toys.
Trey, you know Avi Arad never shut his fucking mouth.
No.
Yeah.
But they now
if he messes with Spider-Verse 2. If he messes with Spider-Verse 2.
We're doomed.
I don't even want to think about that. Anyway,
yeah.
I just think the decision definitely baffles me. Like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, because like I remember that Aaron Paul fan art of Electro that I sent you, and I was 100% on board with that idea because I really want to see Aaron Paul play a supervillain. Like that'd be awesome. But I mean, like, Jamie Foxx is still great too. It's still like surprising. Like if you told me tomorrow we'd be getting an Electro casting announcement, the last person I would think would be Jamie Foxx.
If you had told me the day before it happened, if you told me the day before it happened, like, hey, Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro, I'd go, hey, you have severe brain injuries. Like, it just doesn't sound real, but we know it's real because Jamie Foxx leaked it.
Yeah, and then he deleted the post. So now it's basically confirmed.
But in that post, there was all three Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just him poking. I feel like that's the reason he deleted it. He's poking fun at people, being like, "Hey, I was making Spider-Man 2. Now I'm going to be in the MCU."
the thing with
think
that,
he
the thing with
thought
that
this.
is because it was. We also know because that was also that piece of art he showed was what's this Boss Logic stuff. Like that wasn't like original. It was Boss Logic.
Yeah, because like I feel like he deleted it because he assumed that this was Spider-Verse, but then Feige was like, it's not. Please delete this now, otherwise the fanboys are gonna freak out.
Too late.
It's too late, man.
Yeah, too late. So, what does this mean for the future of the MCU? Are we going to see more repeat actors?
I'm not. Well, I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. But what
Yeah.
I'm mostly considering is what the future of Spider-Man 3. Because we know what the plot's going to be for this movie. It's Peter trying to convince the world he's not Spider-Man.
Which is something that's been done in the comics a lot. And I'm really happy they're bringing that plot to the big screen.
Not just that, but it was done really good in Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes, I liked that one. This is something that's not, like, this isn't a wholly original idea. This is something that's been done in the comics a lot. And I like that this isn't something that's been done before. Like, this feels something Raimi would do. Like, I feel like Raimi would have done this eventually had he been able to keep going.
Right, Raimi would have made like 8 Spider-Man movies if Marvel would have like let him do what he wanted.
He had 6 planned. That's all. That's what we know.
But then Avi came in and was like, I want
you
Venom
don't make us
now.
money.
I want Venom now, and that's horse shit, man.
No, Raimi never wanted to do Venom.
So much money. Raimi made so much money. Spider-Man 2 made like what, $800 million?
A shit ton.
I think that's right. How much did Spider-Man 3 make? Like maybe $200 million?
It didn't make anywhere near what Spider-Man 2 made.
Absolutely not.
But the thing is, like, at the same time, like, when you think Venom, you think big, bulky monster. But for some reason, the guy who wanted to sell toys made him, like, slim little Topher Grace.
No,
he made him that 70s
from
Venom.
That 70s show.
Yeah, he made
Venom.
him that 70s Venom.
Also, I want to say Topher Grace is also crap in Predators.
Oh, he was in Predators too? My God,
because like basically, here's what the problem. It's a lot of but Predators. He was playing the character he always plays, and then in a split second, he turns into Venom Spider-Man 3. In a split second. That's not even a lie. He was doing fine because he was playing a regular old Topher Grace, and then he became Venom. We didn't want to see that.
Yeah, that's whack. That's whack.
That is whack. What were we talking about? Oh, yes.
Electro.
Yeah, Electro.
What is happening?
I don't know. I
think it's just fully hitting me now that Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. What? Why? You had. I like it. Like, this isn't me. Like, hey, like, I like that we're giving him a second chance. I'm all for giving actors who kind of duffed it the first time a second chance. But by God, what?
We're not willing to give some bad Spider-Man actors from other movies a second chance, like Harry Osborn for Spider-Man 2. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Isn't he? I heard he was also in talks to come back. Dane DeHaan. Like,
I don't want that. If we're gonna get a Harry to come back, get Franco. I know he died in Spider-Man 3, but get Franco. So did Electro too. Electro.
I think discussing films talked about. They said Kirsten Dunst and Dane DeHaan were both also in like early talks.
Is Kristen Dunst gonna come back and play Mary Jane?
I mean,
I can't see that happening. Maybe as a small cameo, it's like, oh, it's Aunt May's friend. But I don't know. Kyle. Oh, this is going to happen again. All right, viewers, I'm going to continue to say Kyle until Kyle decides to show up. Kyle. 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 Is he just... Oh, he left. Kyle.
My sentence. And I randomly hear you go, Kyle. And then I'm like, oh, I must have cut out. Goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. What we're talking... Yeah. The prevailing theory I've seen is that WandaVision is gonna fuck up the timeline. So it's gonna like
it's
bring
gonna
in
do
characters from other
multiverse
movies.
shenanigans. Is what it's gonna do.
Yeah. So, but how would that only affect?
Because also,
like, what else is that gonna
think about
affect?
this. I don't know, but think about this now. WandaVision is gonna be the first Phase 4 property to come out now. Because Black Widow's gonna come out in May, but this is gonna come out in December. So think about that. I think he cut out again. Huh. So, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good. But, is he back? Nope. It's really weird to have a podcast, but when someone leaves and now you're just by yourself, you don't really know what to say because now it looks like you're talking to yourself, which is what I'm doing right now. Yes.
Trey, hello.
Oh, he's back. He's
God,
back.
This is somehow your fault, Trey.
What do you mean it's my? Yeah, it is my fault.
You, Trey. I hate you.
You try to trick me, but we're going to talk about how you try to trick me later.
Oh yeah, I tried to trick you like 20 minutes ago.
There was an attempt, but it was a really shitty attempt.
Because it was my second time doing it, and the first time I won. Trey,
yeah,
it was revenge. It was revenge.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, screw off.
It was revenge. It was revenge.
How is it revenge?
Wanna know why it's revenge, Trey? Because there's currently a knife in my back. Because we were playing Among Us. It was my first time playing, and you framed me. You framed me.
Kyle. I killed you once and framed you.
Me. You framed me.
Kyle, I did it
which
twice.
Which is why,
okay,
I'm giving you an open invitation. You come over to my house. You could pick up the knife that was left in my back. It's all gonna be nice and dandy.
Now I'm gonna see you at school tomorrow. I'll pick it up then.
You scumbag.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to say on Electro?
Anyway, I want to ask you about something. What Spider-Man actors, villains, heroes, whatever, would you want to see return to the MCU?
Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina.
Who did Alfred Molina play again?
Doc Ock. In my opinion, those are two perfect casting, but I feel like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin was a perfect version of the comic, except for the costume. But Alfred Molina's Doc Ock was actually pretty bad. Like, it was a pretty bad interpretation.
I didn't like him. I didn't like him. He wasn't the villain. Ock wasn't the villain. The arms were. The Doc wasn't the villain. The Ock was.
In the comics, like, Otto Octavius himself is supposed to be a spiteful a-hole. But in the movie, he's this nice, sweet gentleman. Oh, and his wife died, and then the arms took him over. But then he snaps out of it right in the nick of time. Or
like even in PS4, or like even with Spider-Man PS4, which we're going to talk about in a second.
Oh my God.
Even in PS4, where like we love him, he's such a nice guy. But then he turns bad because of his greed and anger towards Norman Osborn. The arms didn't change him into that. He changed himself into that.
That is so much more interesting than having your mind being taken over. Because at the same time, you're not mad at the villain. You're mad at an inanimate object. He's just so uninteresting in that movie. And I don't get why everyone's like, Spider-Man 2's god tier movie. Its villain is bad. It like has a bad villain.
Its hero is amazing. Like everything else besides the villain plot's fantastic.
But this is why I can't fully call it the best Spider-Man movie. Because Spider-Verse beats it.
But we can call it
an amazing villain.
Because in Spider-Verse, Kingpin, he has motivation, and it's a great motivation.
It's motivation, and you actually feel for him.
Yeah.
I did not feel a single thing when Doc Ock died. Because, like, okay, I basically didn't see you for this whole movie. I saw you being mind controlled, and then you died right after you got out of mind control. But with Kingpin, like, I don't know. I don't get what we can do. Honestly, we could do a whole episode about the best Spider-Man movie and why it's Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
All right. Want to move on?
Sure. Let's talk about that new Spider remastered face they're going to give Marvel Spider-Man.
And why it's like literally the smallest deal on the planet.
I don't like it, and here's the weird part.
Boo-hoo, Trey. Boo-hoo.
Kyle, here's the weird part.
Trey, guess what? I don't know if you know this.
What?
But Spider-Man kind of wears a mask for like a large portion of the game.
I know, but here, I want to explain in a second why I don't like this. But I of all people should be the one on board with this because he looks exactly like me.
He does look a lot like you.
That's not even a lie. Weird. He looks like a younger version of Tom Holland mixed with me.
He looks like your brother. He looks almost identical to your brother.
He does look like my brother. The viewers don't know either A, what I look like, or B, what my brother looks like, but just
his brother just looks like him but younger.
Just picture the new Spider-Man face. That's what my brother looks like.
Yeah. So I don't get why everyone's so pissed off about it.
Here's what
No. Let me finish, you piece of shit. For one, Spider-Man wears a mask for a lot of the game, like a good 99% of it. Number two, people are saying things like, "Oh, I grew an emotional attachment to the first one." If you did grow an emotional attachment, that means you've already played the game. This is a remaster. If you've already played the game, just don't play it again if you don't like the new face. And number three, I guarantee if it started like this, if it just started like this, then no one would have an issue with it.
Well, that's the reason right there. It's because it didn't start with this. And now, again, like you said, we grew an emotional attachment to Spider-Man. And also, you say,
"Oh, Spider-Man played the game."
But you say, "Oh, Spider-Man's worn his mask the entire version of the game." But the ending to emotional scenes of the movie where Parker doesn't have his mask on, almost made me bawl out in tears. And
it made me too. It made me too.
I'm not going to officially say. I'm not going to officially say this is a stupid decision. I need to see how these two scenes are going to play out with this new face, whether it's going to make or break this. And if it's going
to be fine. Nothing will be different.
I don't think it's going to be, though.
I bet you will not notice it. Because the same thing.
I bet I will.
You're saying, "Oh, we already grew an emotional attachment to the first one." If you did, you already played the game.
But here's the problem with that statement right there. We have Miles Morales coming up. Parker might be in that game for a bit. We have Spider-Man. We have the Spider-Man 2 game coming up. He's definitely going to be in that game.
Then you have even more time to build an emotional attachment with this face.
But I don't want this face. So if we already grew emotional attachment to the first face, let's keep the first face. You're going to eat
your vegetables and you're going to like it.
No! That's the perfect thing to say. Insomnia's giving us our vegetables. We don't want to eat it, but they're forcing us to.
And they gave a legitimate reason. They wanted like a visual actor that matches the voice actor better. For as great as the last face was, it didn't match the voice actor perfectly. This one matches it way better. You have to admit that.
Does Kevin Conroy's Batman, like Bruce Wayne face, look like Kevin Conroy?
That's not. But it still matches.
But that's your argument here. You're saying that the reason you're saying the reason they did this was so they can match the voice actor.
No,
that doesn't matter.
I'm saying that's not what I'm saying at all. They don't look alike, the voice actor and the new actor. But like when Kevin Conroy's voice comes out of Batman's mouth, you think, "Oh, that voice would come out of that mouth." But when sexy man Peter Parker talks and you got like a shrill voice, then that voice does not match his mouth. But when you have shrill Peter and shrill voice, then that voice matches that mouth. You know what? It wasn't a complaint the first time around. But the people who make Insomniac games are clearly perfectionists. And they wanted this game to be perfect.
We don't need perfection, though. We're fine with what we have. No one asked for this. We didn't need or want this.
No one asked for it, but they did it. So this is a good.
I
don't see how this is anything but.
This is like saying Santa Monica is going to go into God of War and change Kratos' beard. That's what this is like.
No, because Kratos' beard is fantastic. You don't need to change Kratos' beard.
Exactly. And the face in the first was fantastic. We didn't need a change.
I'll admit. They didn't have to change it. Like, no one would have said anything if they changed it.
They didn't have to.
This is the allegory I've been using. You started off with a 10 out of 10 voice model for, because the first one is always how I envisioned Peter to look and his adulthood. And the second one, I will admit, it is a downgrade. But if we started with the second one, no one would have cared. And that's the biggest takeaway I've gotten here. People sending death threats to the voice actors and the creators of the game.
That's stupid. That's stupid. Sending death threats to something as pitiful as this, like doing what we're doing right now and arguing about it, that's fine. But sending death threats, it is pathetic.
Yeah, but we're on a podcast, so who cares? Like,
yeah, we're allowed to yell. We're allowed to yell, but to send death threats is a little extreme.
Yeah, no.
And by little, I mean a lot.
if you really feel the need to like, let me give you a little life hack. If you're ever feeling angry that like the Spider-Man face was different, there's this really cool thing in your house called a door. Walk out of it, go outside, observe the nature. It's this really cool life hack for getting a goddamn life.
Nah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
It just makes me mad.
Like we said before, we didn't need this. It isn't like the first design for Sonic where it was so bad it needed to be changed.
Yeah, that is a different situation. That's where the change was. Here, the change wasn't justified, but it doesn't really change anything either.
It's just for me, it's gonna change the way I have an attachment to this character now. Now, if I'm gonna play remaster because it's come free for Miles Morales, I'll probably play it this way.
Oh.
I mean, that's what it said, I think. But
I wouldn't. Yeah, I know. And also, one thing I want to add: the face looks a lot better in motion. Like if you just saw the picture and you got mad, I want you to go look at the video. It looks a lot better.
I looked at the video, but he still looks young though. Like he doesn't look like he's a 23-year-old man. And like to see him like try to flirt with MJ is that we haven't. I
is weird.
I didn't need to see a clip of him with Doc Ock. I didn't need to see that. I need to see a clip with him and MJ at that diner. That's what would have made or break this for me. That's not true, but like still would have.
General consensus on the Peter face. Ever so slightly disappointing. But if you're legitimately super angry about this, chillax.
Yeah, okay.
All right, next topic.
This one's more of a me thing than an us thing, but No Time to Die got delayed, and I'm really, really sad.
Oh yeah, I still haven't seen any of the James Bond movies. I own Spectre.
I also want to publicly apologize to the people of the world because this is my fault.
How is this your fault?
I watched Casino Royale, and then, like, no lie, 15 minutes later, I got announced No Time to Die gets delayed.
Well, you can order your torches and pitchforks at 1005. I don't know. And that was okay. Anyway, yeah, no, screw you, Trey, and everything you stand for.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the second time this movie's been delayed, right?
Yeah, and now
because last time it was like a week away from being released. Like
it was a month away.
Daniel Craig had gone on SNL to promote it, like the day it got delayed. That was funny to me. I like that.
And then it got delayed to November. Now it's delayed back to April. But
that's disappointing. Like that's just like I'm not happy about that. Yeah.
No one is.
Sucks.
Anyway, that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, that sucks. All right.
Yeah. Next up is a topic you asked me to put on here, but Squadron's added a binary character. How do you feel about that?
Non-binary character.
I'm really happy.
I'm really happy this is happening because, for one, let's just go down the list. First of all, fucking cool. I have a lot of non-binary friends. This is just something like I'm really happy they're including. I'm always been for LGBT inclusion in media, but now let's get to the part. People are getting pissed off about this. Like, people are saying shit like,
"Hey,
oh, stop making Star Wars political." I don't know if you know this, but
it's not.
Star Wars has always been political, though. Like, you're right. This isn't political. This is not a political thing. You're right. But people saying Star Wars has never been political really need to rewatch the original trilogy. Like, I first saw those movies when I was 8, and I could even see the allegories when I was literally 8. Like, it's all... The movies are just
like look at
the New Hope.
Not just the original trilogy. Look at the prequels. The prequels are political.
Yeah, A New Hope is one big allegory for World War II. What do you mean it's never been political? It's just
And now people are defending the prequels.
Yo, don't even go there. Like this isn't. But as you said, this isn't even a political thing. Inclusion. And the thing is, I've never seen a non-binary or gender fluid person say, "Oh, this is political." Like when I posted on my story, a gender fluid friend of mine texted me, he's like, "This is really cool. I'm really glad they're doing this. It's made my day." Because they want to feel included in media. People want to see themselves represented in media, and I don't see a problem with doing that. And at the same time, it's one character in a one-off video game. If this is really ruining all of Star Wars for you, you don't deserve to be a Star Wars fan. All right. I think that's all I have to say on this topic. Trey, do you got anything?
I don't really have much to say about it. I think it's cool, and I think it's good. We're having more diversity of Star Wars. That's nice.
Yes, I'm just glad they're doing this. All right, that's it. All right, next topic.
This is another mostly me thing, but Cobra Kai got a mini trailer the other day, and I got so happy, man.
Cobra Kai is your favorite show of all time, right?
Cobra Kai is my favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Okay, I loved it. It's amazing. And it was the beauty of all this. The season 3 comes out in January, starting the year off right. We're getting a Cobra Kai season 3, and they also announced their season 4 is gonna be in development.
Yeah, viewers, let me tell you a little story.
Yes.
Trey was at my house like 2 weeks ago to play D&D, and before we'd all sat down, we'd all gotten ready, but Trey just like, wait, before we start, he gets up, comes uncomfortably close to my ear, and at full volume screamed, "Watch Cobra Kai."
Have you watched Cobra Kai?
Trey, do you really think I've watched Cobra Kai?
Okay, then Kyle, come here.
Okay.
Come here. Kyle.
I'm close. I'm getting closer.
Watch Cobra Kai!
Ah! Okay, yeah. Now
I'm just going to say what I expect.
It felt awkward calling our viewers viewers. Should we call them something? Boxers? Ooh, briefs. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
No. Yes, please. While I say what I think is going to happen in season 3. If you watch the show, if you don't, I might be spoiling a bit. So,
all right, I'm going to take my earbuds out for a bit. Text in the group chat when it's time to go back on.
Okay. But, like, honestly, I see season 2 of Cobra Kai as the Empire Strikes Back as, for Cobra Kai, because the first season, it ended not the lightest tone, but it still ended in a pretty light tone. And in season 2, it's dark. Miguel gets hurt. Johnny loses Cobra Kai. He loses the girl. Daniel's having trouble now. It's crazy. It's the Empire Strikes Back of Cobra Kai for me. But what I expect from this season is at first Allie's going to show up. She's not going to be a surprise in the season. She's going to show up at the end of the first trailer and be like, "Whoa, that's cool," because we know she's coming in. We saw the Facebook friend request at the end. She's a surgeon apparently in the show. So don't tell me that that's not foreshadowing from Miguel needing a surgeon for surgery and be like, "Oh yes, Allie, come in. Let's do some more karate soap opera with you and Johnny." Yes, but yeah, don't. I hope the showrunners don't think we're going to be surprised if she's going to show up in this season, because it's not going to be. It'd be a cool thing to see in the trailer. That's what I'm going to say. But what I expect from this season, I expect Daniel and Johnny to hopefully form their own dojo, the Combat Kreese and his tainted Cobra Kai. That'd just be cool. Like, come on. Daniel and Johnny have been, for the first 2 seasons, been slowly binging towards a friendship, like a really solid friendship. And what's a better way to not only like see them, if they form their own dojo, have like conflictions in their teaching methods, but also in their students. Like, see like certain members from Cobra Kai, certain members from Miyagi-Do just clash, and see the Yes, Kyle. Oh no, wait, that was an echo. Oops, I'm an idiot.
Are you done?
Kind of, yeah. But like,
okay.
I just expect it to happen, and I think it's gonna be cool. I don't know we're gonna see season 4 because we gotta watch season 3 first. Yeah, crazy people. But
well, yeah, that's really cool, Trey. Anyway, what's the next topic?
I'm gonna skip that one because that's another like basically me thing. But
well, what was it?
It's Stranger Things.
Oh yeah. Lucky.
Okay. Next up, we got the Dune got delayed today.
Oh yeah.
On the same day the Batman's gonna come out.
Yeah, October 1st, for now. But yeah, the October 1st, 2021.
Could you imagine if this sticks? Could you imagine if the Batman and Dune come on the same day? I'm just saying, your 17th
I really hope it does.
Legit.
Yeah, no. That, for anyone who doesn't know, that's my 17th birthday. Ooh, dude, if they both stick, we're having a movie marathon. It's gonna be crazy.
Hell yeah. But first, before we also get into this, Kyle, I want to hand you this L. I'm just going to hand you this L for trying to convince me that the Batman got delayed to March 22nd, 2022. But I wouldn't fall for it.
If any of you don't know, there's this website called...
Shame on you. Fool me twice.
All right, let me tell the full picture here. So, about...
Go on.
About a month ago, I found this website called TweetGen, where you can very convincingly fake tweets. And this was about a good week before DC Fandom. So I made a tweet saying that Batman: The Adventure Continues was going to get an animated adaptation, and that we were going to get a trailer at Fandom. And I made it look like the real DC account tweeted it. I sent it to Trey, and that motherfucker bought it. And we had this whole conversation about what it's going to be like, and the dumbass fell for it. And then I told him about it, and he was very angry at me. Cut back to now.
No shit.
I recently remember the website exists, so I made a little tweet like, "Oh, the Batman gets delayed to March 15th, 2022," but he doesn't buy it. But do you want to know who does buy it?
'Cause
our confusingly absent third host, Mohammad. Yeah, he bought it. He got mad. And look, I'm not going to say that's not the reason. That's probably the reason he's not here. Probably just too much anger.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not here because he's on his way to your house right now.
To kill me. The end of this episode is going to be him shooting me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Trey got about a month ago. Mohammad got today.
Which also, I want to say like one quick thing about how I think Avengers Continue is going to wrap. Because this is all so far. If you're reading the comic, it's all kind of going towards a final conversation between Bruce, Jason, and Joker. And of course, this already sounds like the end. What happened under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
And because like we've kind of like there's a lot in this comic that we've seen before, and not a lot of people like that. I kind of not the biggest fan of it, but I think what we're gonna see, because this whole comic's been based off that DC decided to do a new toy line for the DCAU, and there's a lot of cool characters in it that also haven't shown up in the book, like Batman Who Laughs, Thomas Wayne Batman, Hush.
Yeah.
But I think how this comic's going to end is that it's revealed that this is a dark multiverse version of the DCAU, and Batman's going to kill the Joker in front of Jason. He's going to become the Batman Who Laughs, and we're going to see at the end that this was the Tales of the Dark Multiverse, but for the DCAU.
Well, my idea was a lot more cheerful. My idea was going to end with him debuting the Batman Beyond suit. By God, Trey.
Yeah, no, I said, Joker Batman, it's coming, baby.
Yeah, Batman Who Laughs animated, which, by the way, that would be so cool.
I mean, come on. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill voice mashup for it. Just imagine.
Oh my God, I want it now. I want it. Give it to me. Just put it in my hand.
Just imagine the deep voice of Conroy with the cackling laugh of Mark Hamill. Just mushed
I got
together.
chills just thinking about it.
Dude, I mean, come on. Or like Conroy could do this on his own. Like, imagine if Conroy does this on his own and Mark Hamill gives him Joker lessons.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
I like the first option more, but
I can't wait for the animated adaptation on HBO Max, where we will get a trailer at DC Fandom.
Leave.
Yeah, can't believe I got you with that.
What were we originally talking about? What were we just talking about? Oh, yes, the Batman versus Dune, and why this is a giant mistake on Dune's part.
Yeah, no, look, I do think that Dune will still make money, but it's probably going to lose a considerable amount of money going up against the Batman.
Because it's going to try to compete with the Batman, and you saw how many people went crazy over the Batman trailer.
Dune is not a very well-known property. Like, we don't really realize this because we're in such a nerdy space, but people outside of our nerddom don't really know about it. So it's kind of weird to think about.
Yeah, and then there's Batman.
Yeah, which I challenge you to find one person on this planet who doesn't know what Batman is. It's just I don't get it. I get they had to delay it. That's non-negotiable.
Of course they did, but they could have delayed it to at least a holiday time, not like Christmas or something, but like Thanksgiving weekend or something.
Yeah, but maybe that Christmas would have worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that way you've given the Batman time to settle.
Yeah, but what you're gonna do now is you're trying to compete with the Batman over who's gonna be top of the box office. Because I can guarantee you which one's gonna be higher because of the hype around it and the hype it's gonna get.
Exactly. Look, I do. And Doom has been getting a fair amount of hype, but like not the Batman hype.
Of course not.
Yeah, I'm excited for both, but I'm a little weary of the
Which one are you
decision.
more excited for?
The Batman, obviously. I bought the Batman shirt at Fandom.
Me too,
And
man.
I know for a fact you did too. But yeah, I'm just
like. Here's the thing too. Like, I've watched a movie recently. I'm on the director of Dune.
really. You
Dennis.
watch movies?
I know it's crazy, but I recently watched a movie. You can probably guess what movie. You can't, Kyle, but I'm sure the viewers can.
Dennis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Yeah, I watched one of his movies. It was Blade Runner 2049. I liked that movie more than the original Blade Runner because, like,
I have found a lot of people think that way too.
I mean, Blade Runner is very okay to me. It's not as a cult.
I dislike it.
It's not as big as a cult class as people say it is, but like I like the atmosphere. Some of the plot points are cool, but
my opinion, the original is not a good movie. I don't think the original was a good movie at all. I don't think it holds up. It just by our modern standards, I don't think it should be held to the same acclaim as like Star Wars or like Indiana Jones or any other just movie from the 80s that hold like the Terminator or like even stuff like What Dreams May Come. Like it doesn't hold up quality wise to that kind of stuff. And I just think I've just been wary to watch the sequel because like this isn't really a world I care about.
But here's the thing with 2049. Kay is such a more interesting character than Deckard. Like Deckard's I'm future cop, but Kay has depths to him, which is funny because like he's a replicant. But there's more layers to him. So
So wait, does the sequel have a replicant Blade Runner?
Yeah, that's like a whole plot point. Like all Blade Runners are replicants now. I think that's where it came from.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
Yeah, because like they made new models of replicants by Jared Leto and they're like Blade Runners and they hunt down old replicants.
One more thing I will say about the original Blade Runner, a lot of people don't know it's actually based off a book, but the book is not called Blade Runner. The book is called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, and the term Blade Runner is not in that book. There's another book called Blade Runner.
Blade Runner is a cooler name though.
No. Here's the thing. There's another book just called Blade Runner that they just took the name from. So it's the name of another unrelated book put onto this other property. Who does that?
Ridley Scott, that too.
It's not like it's just weird. It's not. I love the title, the original title, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. I think that works better. But
Blade Runner is cooler. Blade Runner is a cooler title, man.
It is a cooler title, but I don't know. I'm not a Blade Runner fan at all.
But what I also really liked about 2049 is that they didn't dive into the ending of Blade Runner and if spoiler is a spoiler. But
wait, they didn't talk about that?
They didn't, and I'm really happy they did because I didn't want an answer. I didn't need an answer. I want.
That's true.
I want to continue the rest of my life guessing if spoiler was a spoiler because I'm not going to spoil Blade Runner. I'm not going to do it.
I think spoiler is a spoiler because that really just that has more thought-provoking ideas to it. To me, it's just a much more interesting for the world.
If spoiler is a spoiler, then the plot points of 2049 are technically better. If spoiler is a spoiler.
If spoiler being a spoiler makes all the spoilers of 2049 more spoilery, then have at it. That go off. That can be your headcanon. In my mind, I think spoiler is, in my opinion, I think spoiler is a smuggler. He smuggles like spices and stuff, and he has like a Wookiee best friend named Chewbacca, and he goes across the galaxy helping the Rebel Alliance fight the Empire. That's my headcanon for a spoiler.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Rachel is definitely in Star Wars.
Yeah, and some people also like to think that he wears a cowboy hat and he has a whip and he fights people. And he raids tombs and he finds lost arcs, and that's totally cool too.
No, that was Roy Batty.
Yeah. Please acknowledge my very funny jokes.
Yeah, but I think
I will make an American Graffiti joke. You can just watch me.
Stop. But okay. I think Dude's gonna be really good. But I have a whole lot more faith in the Batman. I have a lot of faith in that movie, and you can probably guess why.
Me and you haven't read the book, Because, and the thing is,
Yeah,
if we're
I haven't
looking
read
at
the book,
Dune,
and
we're looking at Dune from no rose-colored glasses. Like, Miss Garrity and Mohammad have both read the book and like, oh, this is gonna be the best movie ever. I'm so excited. Thing is, this movie legitimately just could be a bad movie. Like, I do not see it being. I am not 100% that it looks perfect. I think there is a legitimate possibility
like,
that it could be bad.
of course, because here's another thing too. I've only seen Better 2049. Movie still has bad pacing, but that's fine for that movie because Blade Runner also had bad pacing.
You know,
So
Blade
if you
Runner.
want to
Oh,
be
the original Blade Runner pacing was abysmal.
yeah, it wasn't great, dude. But what I was about to say. But like, if you want me a proper sequel to Blade Runner, you have bad pacing, and that's what
Yeah.
it had. And if you want, and that's for Blade Runner fans, you did it.
I don't love that logic.
But I don't know if that's going to work for Dune, though. I haven't seen Arrival. I haven't seen any other of Denis Villeneuve's other movies.
I saw Kanye West tweet about him.
Kanye West tweeted about him.
He kind of. He tweeted a picture of his Wikipedia,
Like,
and the caption was just his name in all caps. That's not even a joke. That's legitimately what it was.
But here's where I'm going with this. I've seen a lot of not a lot. I've seen 2, but I've seen Matt Reeves movies, and I love them.
There isn't really any bad Matt Reeves movies, right?
He hasn't made a bad movie since that rom-com he did in the 90s. Besides that,
that's a while.
Apparently Cloverfield's really good. And I haven't watched Cloverfield. I kind of want to now because, Batman.
Matt Reeves,
because Matt Reeves. But like, these Apes movies are fantastic. And if he can just if he could just take the stuff he learned from those movies, because those movies have a lot of elements he could put into
Caesar is Batman. Caesar is
Batman, but he kills only slightly more than Batman does.
Exactly.
Besides in war.
Does he kill a lot of people in war?
He doesn't kill a lot of people, but his wife and son die from an army general, so he has a little bit of a vengeful path.
Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah,
but I'm not ruling out Batman doesn't kill in this movie, but I think the only way Batman will kill in this movie is if it services the plot and the plot for the sequel.
Look, Matt Reeves did his homework. Like, and when I say he did his homework, I mean he did his homework. He's not an idiot.
He put Batman Ego as his like top tier list.
Yeah, he said Batman. He said Batman Ego, the Telltale series, right? He's remarked on that. So like, which the Telltale series is one of my favorite Batman stories ever.
But dude, Ego itself, like the fact that he mentioned Ego tells you like this is gonna be fantastic. No, like if
he's gone that deep, he knows enough to know that Batman.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what he's doing. He's a fan. He's a fan. Look at his Twitter. He's a fan of Batman.
I have no worries about the Batman. Hopefully in a year this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. But overall, I'm pretty stoked for the Batman.
Imagine if this movie's bad. We're gonna have to do an apology.
Yeah, just an apology cast. Like, we're sorry. Yeah. Overall, Dune. Get your act together. Like, don't release the same day as the Batman. Be smart.
Like, I don't think this is gonna stick. I really don't.
I think Christmas would be a perfect time to release Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that all we got for that? What's next topic?
I got 2 more things. I got Stranger Things 4 and I got 3 Jokers because I want to talk about 3 Jokers.
There's also one more thing that happened this week that I don't think you brought up. Oh, 2 things.
What?
The Miss Marvel stuff and Minecraft Steve.
You can talk about Minecraft Steve right now, man.
Okay.
I have no care. I don't care.
All right, if you guys didn't know,
it's weird.
I love Super Smash Bros. It's probably my favorite video game ever.
I don't have a Switch.
And on my birthday, they did the announcement trailer for Minecraft Steve in Smash Bros. And I was so happy.
Alex, man, come on.
Oh, don't forget Alex. For you, yeah. I don't know. I love it. I love Steve. He looks so much fun. So cool. 10 out of 10. Looks amazing.
Are you gonna main him for a week and see how he plays?
Yeah, probably. I haven't played Smash in like months, so I might pick it up again when he comes out.
You're gonna do it now.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
There's no May, Kyle. You're going to.
Yeah,
I know you.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. And Miss Marvel. That happened.
I don't really know who this actor really is, but
she's a first-time actor, I believe, or at least she's very new. Because she had only 30 followers on her Instagram.
I mean, she's not dipping her toe into the movie business. She's taking a full-on splash in the deep end, saying, "Hey, I'm playing a beloved Marvel character.
And we forget Miss Marvel is like one of Marvel's most profitable characters from the last 10 years. Like Miss Marvel issue 1 was one of the only
she
comics.
Was the main character in Avengers game.
Yeah, Miss Marvel 1 was, I'm pretty sure, the only comic in 2014 to sell 1 million issues, which is crazy if you know the analytics of the comic industry today. That's crazy. So yeah. Miss Marvel is a very influential character right now. So, and all I know about this actor is 3 things. 1, she had 30 followers on Instagram and went to 11K in like 2 hours. 2, she gave Captain Marvel a bad review on Letterboxd. And 3, she accidentally leaked some parts of the script. Those are, which I hope she isn't fired.
No offense to her, but how is she not fired? Like, James Gunn said some bad things about Marvel back in the day, and he got fired.
Because at the same time, like, they also all the names were different, so I think that was the audition script. And usually you aren't supposed to keep those. Usually those are for like the people. So what's going on there?
Maybe she stole it and framed it.
I mean, honestly, wouldn't you too? I know I would.
If someone gave me a Marvel script for a movie that hadn't come out yet, I'd steal it, frame it. I like, hey, I have a Marvel script. What do you have? I have like something that's worth like tens of thousands of dollars.
No, you wouldn't frame it. You'd make a shrine to it, and you'd pray to it each night.
Oh, you're goddamn right.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope she isn't fired because she seems like really good casting.
I have a question. How old is she?
I have an answer.
The picture I saw her in, she looked like 12.
She looked like she could be, I heard 19, but she looks like she could be anywhere from 13 to 20. Like, she could be like a young 20 or an older 13. I think like a 17-year-old actress is the way to go with Miss Marvel.
She's a high schooler. I feel like, of course, the best version of Miss Marvel's got to be a high schooler. Like,
well, yeah, because there's only been one version in the comics, and that's the at least Kamala Khan, and that's the high school version.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I don't think if they do cast an adult, I think they're gonna play her as a high schooler. So yeah, looks pretty good. I'm excited to see what she does with the character.
I mean, we don't really.
Keep going.
I don't really have enough to say because I don't know this actor. No one really knows this actor,
no one
apparently, and we know almost nothing about the plot.
Yeah. Also, this one brought to mind. Earlier today, didn't someone say they were interested in playing Moon Knight?
No, that was a couple days ago. I forgot his name was Sky Mohammad. Really wants to play Moon Knight, but
no, that's someone else.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy.
Because Mohammad wants Invisible Man.
But I think that is the Invisible Man guy.
Oliver Jackson Cohen. Yeah, this is the guy Mohammed's been talking about.
Yeah, it is the guy. So I like Mohammed might want to talk about that more next time, but
so we'll save this for now. So when Mohammed comes back, he can be like start raving.
I'm sure
for an
he's
hour.
Quaking. He's like, I need this.
He's probably listening to this right now, like punch in the air. Yeah. I think I mean, he seems like good casting. I mean, I trust Mohammed because
yeah.
So yeah, and the Invisible Man was good. So you know what? Overall,
because cinema.
Okay, Trey. All right. What else do we have to talk about? Is that you want to talk about Stranger Things?
Again, I got Stranger Things. Right? I'm 100% gonna talk about Stranger Things right now because like we just got like we got an announcement for filming. We got set photos. Now these set photos, they didn't show much. They just showed that the kids are at school, which usually wouldn't show much, but also kind of shows that Stranger Things, like the time it sets, always very important to the plot. Maybe not the first season, but second season, third season, it was very important because of holidays. Now seeing them at school, like of course we're gonna be like either Thanksgiving or April because like either Easter or shoot.
You could do it.
What was the
I believe in you.
What was the big nuclear explosion in 1986?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, yes. That's a big Stranger Things fan theory because I was in April. But I want this so bad to be November because that means it won't be in 2022. If it's April, it will be in 2022. There's no way they can get this in April 2021, but it's very likely they can get this November 2021. So, I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the set photos, they showed more, but I'm not going to talk about that as much as not refilming, but the filming announcement for it. Because we saw something about like Upside Down and Hawkins, but we also saw a clock. And I bet you're wondering, Trey, what's the big deal? It's just a stupid clock.
No one's wondering that. I doubt. Clocks always mean something in like.
Is this a coincidence that this same clock also showed up in the announcement for Stranger Things season 4? Is that a coincidence?
Complete coincidence. You're going crazy.
I don't think so. I think the Duffs are too smart for that. What this clock means, ladies and gentlemen, is that we will see time travel in Stranger Things season 4. We will.
Really?
I think so, because the Upside Down is still a very unknown plane of existence. We still don't know a lot about it. It's just a
what if the Upside Down means upside down in time? So when you go there, you go backwards in time. God, I just cracked all of Stranger Things and I haven't even seen it.
Like another big theory about Stranger Things that the Upside Down is the future. Like it's
I was completely off.
But the Mind Flyer shows up and it's nuked by the U.S. government, and that's what it looks like. But I don't know, because we know Hopper's alive.
Good for Hopper. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
And
he is in Russia. He is in Russia, and he is bold. Now I saw this theory that he's in the past version of Russia, and that's why the Demogorgon is there. I'm not fully sold on that theory, but it also kind of makes sense a little bit, because it might drive the plot forward, because that means he could be in Russia for 10 to a lot of years instead of months.
Yeah, Trey, I love things. Anyway, do you want to talk about Three Jokers?
Yes, I do, because I haven't
actually gotten to read it yet because my copy didn't ship. Because of course it didn't.
Are you gonna leave? Because I'm going into plot details.
Text the group chat when I need to come back.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you one thing. I don't think I like this. I don't think I like it. I think I like.
Huh? Say it again.
I don't think I like Three Jokers as a Joker story. I don't like Three Jokers.
Okay, well, you go ahead and tell the audience. I'm going to take my earbuds out for a bit. Text the group chat when I need to come back.
Okay. Is he gone? I think he's gone. So, in my opinion, the major problem with Three Jokers is, one, the plot we thought was gonna be the main plot. It's not the main plot. In the plot of this what we're gonna call side plot, because we all thought that, there's three Jokers, temporal shenanigans, but it's not temporal shenanigans. Apparently, Jokers just 1940s version of Jokers just been dumping people's acid, just dumping people in what made him Joker, I guess, trying to make people Jokers, which I guess might be multiverse shenanigans, because what we found out was Superman and Doomsday Clock on 40s to 50s to whatever, because if you read Doomsday Clock. Anyway, to the problems of the Three Jokers, the main plot point, it's a very iffy. It's interesting, but it's stuff we've already seen before. It's just another Bruce and Jason trying to get over stuff story. And we've seen that a lot of times. We saw it in Red Hood. We saw it in New 52 Plot Ways. It was a pretty big part, not really big part, but it was a fun part in the opening issues of Rebirth. And, but again, we like it. So if you haven't read the book, I'm sorry, you knew I was going to spoilers. But, so he kidnaps Jason, right? The two Jokers, right? And they strip him down naked, and he only has his helmet on. And criminal Joker, and it's criminal Joker, and I think it's comedian Joker. It's comedian Joker. And they just start being a crowbar, and the criminal Joker is starting to state on, he's hinting at turning Jason into a Joker. And that's pretty cool when you think about it. That's pretty cool. But then he says that they're not going to do it. They're just going to torture him to screw with Batman because he's, quote, too dumb. I don't like. I kind of don't. I kind of like that they didn't turn Jason to the Joker a little bit. I mean, it would have been cool, but at the same time, But I don't like the reasoning for it. The reason I never go into is because deep down, Jason hates Batman, and a Joker can't hate Batman because Criminal Joker said deep down you do hate Batman more than anybody, and that's why you be the perfect Joker, but you can't because you're stupid. That's not a reason. The reason he couldn't be a Joker is because Joker loves Batman. He is what keeps him going. Without Batman, crime has no punchline. Yeah, that's doesn't make sense. And so.
Are you done?
No, I'm not even close to done.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, viewers, if you're done with putting up with Trey's crap, please comment below. I hate you, Trey. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay, and then what we see is that Bruce and Barbara find Jason, and Jason's like, I hate you. You turned me into this. And we've done this before, guys. I mean, Jeff Johns writing, sure, it's great. It's just he's taking plot points from other books and doing it the way he wants to do it. It's not different. It's just whether you could say it's better or worse writing, it's different writing. It's different lines in the sense.
Trey? Keep quiet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mom called me, and I had to pick it up. So anyway, yeah, Kyle, I'm not done.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, weird thing that happened. Jason and Barbara shared a kiss, which I'm like, so she's doing a rotation around Robins now, is she? Because she got big plot in the Bat family, Tim and the Arkham games. Now we're doing Jason. This thing that I'm not too big. I guess it's kind of fine. I don't really know or care. My problem is if she's doing rotation around the Robins, are we getting to Damian? Because I really, really don't want to go to Damian. That's when it's going to be weird. Okay, that's when it's going to be weird. But other thing too, which I'm scared about, but also kind of interested, but I hope they do it right. So at the end of the comic book, the two Jokers kidnap Joe Chill, and they hold him up to a camera and they say, tell us why you killed the Waynes. Which is interesting. There's a reason why he killed the Waynes? Huh, that's interesting. But at the same time, I don't want there to be a reason. I've always found it more compelling that Joe Chill was just some Joe Schmo who just showed up in a random alley, and that could happen to anybody. It could have happened to anybody. It could have been anyone. That's just because that's what Bruce wanted to change. And said he wanted to make sure that there was no random gunman in an alley to kill his parents. That's why I don't like it when some comics say that he was hired to do it by some crime boss, Thomas Wayne, who was just who was dressed up as Batman, beat up, and then hired Joe Chill to kill him and his wife. I don't like that because I just always find it compelling. Even if you think otherwise, fine. But look at the Dark Knight trilogy. That's I want to say big part, but it's an interesting part where Joe Chill is he's just a simple nobody, and Bruce wants to kill him because he killed his parents. He doesn't want to kill the crime boss who told him to do it. He was just a random gunman in an alley. It could have happened to anybody. But my fear for this though is that the Joker's gonna try to turn Joe Chill into a Joker. I don't really want that because again, Joe Chill's always been more interesting as just random gunman in an alley. This comic also revealed that Joe Chill has cancer, so he is dying. So are they gonna turn to Joker and do something? But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like that. All depends on how you do it. Issue 3's, I don't know when issue is going to come out, but it's coming. But this comic, I don't really know. I wouldn't call it boring. It's just not what we expected. We expected to see some big multiverse shenanigans where there's 3 Jokers. Wow, how is that happening? They're just dumping into the massive every couple of years. That's not interesting. This all happened when Batman sat on the Mobius chair, and asked who the Joker was, and he said, "That's not possible." And we've been waiting for 4 years for this story. Now, maybe if this story came out right after Darkseid War ended, maybe it could be fine. But I'm not interested in I'm really not interested in this comic because it took 4 damn years. We've gotten a Darkseid War movie adaptation before we got this book. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this gets better. I want it to get better. Just don't screw it up. There's a lot of pressure on issue 3 not to screw up the mythos of Batman and the Joker and whatever Jason Todd Barber are doing. I really don't know. But yeah, that's my take on three Jokers.
God damn, Trey, are you ready?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I was about to text you that I'm done.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So overall, give a 10 of three Jokers.
I don't really know. They just need to fix. I don't want to say fix a couple things. I just think they need to make sure they don't screw up for issue 3. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I did hear one thing you said, and it severely disappointed me. Jason and Barbara kissed? Is that right?
Yeah.
Why?
Which now she's done a lap on all the Robins except for Damian.
What?
That's scary.
I do also know Damian did something in the story that really pisses me off. But did Damian kill someone in this?
And Three Jokers, he's not in this.
Oh,
Jason
okay,
did, but Damian didn't.
Duh, it's Jason. Why did they kiss?
Because.
No, don't because me, you son of a bitch. Why did they kiss?
Because.
Screw you.
That's really the answer. Because, well, it's not really an answer. They're really just getting.
No, it's not an answer. You're right.
They both shared Joker trauma. That's really the reason. That's what I'm getting at.
That's not even okay. That's not an awful reason. Fine.
It's not an awful reason, but then again, they've had this shared Joker trauma for a lot of years, and they're only getting to this now.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Which, I mean, we got hints of this in Batman Eternal, but Jason said no.
Yeah,
But just now that Batman's done a lap around the Robins, just don't get to Damian.
Damian's next.
Please don't. That's when it's going to get really weird.
Damian's next. Because
Bat was like 20 and when Damian was like 10. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's strange. That is strange.
Yeah, no, let's not get this. I don't want this. Let's not have, like, she'd be like 40 and Damian be 18. Like, oh, it's okay now. No, it's not.
That's legal. Screw you.
Yeah, no, now Bat is done Batman, the Robins, and let's let this Damian. That's scary.
I don't like the way you said that. Oh, that's left.
Oh, let's let this Damian.
He's the last conquest. And Duke. Pretty sure Duke is 18 too.
No, please let's
yeah,
not
Duke is 18.
Duke.
Yeah,
Or we just gonna do
no, she would be doing Duke. Hey-o.
Now she would become a lesbian and go around with Catwoman, Batwoman, and Huntress. Is that what we're gonna get at?
Did you see the Batman Playboy cover?
No.
They released a variant cover, I think, of a recent Batman issue, and it was called the Playboy cover. And it had Batman surrounded by Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy. It was Batgirl, Batwoman, and Catwoman. And someone put on Twitter, it's like two of those characters are lesbians who are dating. One of them is his gay cousin. The other one is his goddaughter. He's dating one of those characters. Try again.
Mike.
They weren't like, yeah. They were trying to insinuate like, oh, he's gotten all these women. It's like, no, he hasn't. He literally hasn't.
Moving on. I don't want to move on too. But,
that was our last topic. Yeah. Anything else to talk about?
I have a backup thing in case you want to start raging at me.
Yeah, let's do that. It'll be entertaining.
Okay. I'm gonna say the one thing about Batman and Robin that's awesome.
All right, kick Trey I triple dog dare you.
Okay. The thing about Batman and Robin that I like was that it dips more into the Bat family dynamic on why Bruce Wayne needs Babs, Robin, and Alfred, because he had no one, and then he was given this family, and he's also pushing them away in a little bit. What I don't like about this is that they're making the relationship dynamic of Bruce and Dick brothers in this movie, and that doesn't work. Even though it kind of works, because Chris O'Donnell was like 30 when he shot Forever in Batman and Robin. But yeah, that's what I like about Batman and Robin.
They got the
family
concept.
dynamic.
They got because that is something a lot of Batman movies get wrong. Like, no, Batman's not a loner. That's the stereotype of a Batman. Batman's like got the most extensive family in comics. If anyone's a loner, Spider-Man's a loner. Like, Spider-Man is notoriously like dislikes a bunch of different superheroes, but Batman, he works really well with the Bat family and a lot of members of the Justice League. And all right, one more thing. There is actually one other piece of news that came out this week we haven't covered. The director of Joker did say they wanted to do a Mr. Freeze origin. What do you think about that?
Not just the producer Joker. Michael Uslan said that he wants people to make a Mr. Freeze movie.
I would love that.
This guy saved Batman. Let's listen to him, please.
I think Mr. Freeze it's one of my favorite villain origins of all time. It is such a good origin.
All I'm saying is, can we please get Paul Dini to write it? Can we please?
Oh my god.
He's like the only one that's made Mr. Freeze an incredible Batman villain. He's always been okay until he sucked.
That would be amazing.
He's either sucked, been okay, and then Paul Dini makes him incredible. Paul Dini has won Mr. Freeze Emmys. That's what he's done. So, like, let's do a good Mr. Freeze live action adaptation, because we've gotten Goth Mr. Freeze, who I don't like, and we've gotten Schwarzenegger, who I don't think anyone likes.
Who I love. Kidding.
Everything else he's in is great. We're done with ice puns. Okay?
Not everything.
But we're done with ice puns. Okay, that's what we're done with.
Trey, that wasn't very ice of you.
All right, I'm leaving.
I am so funny.
No, you're not. Stop it.
Okay.
Get some help.
Trey, that was not very ice of you. That was
I'm
cold.
gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. All right, is that it?
Stop laughing. Yeah, who would you cast as Mr. Freeze?
Ooh, Patrick Stewart would still be good now. He would have been better 20 years ago, but I think
that's actually really good. Yeah, that's not bad.
But I really want to think of someone else because there's a high probability of that not happening.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver could be good, but I've always wanted to see Adam Driver as a Two-Face. Like, I tweeted about this. I think, I once saw a comment.
He wouldn't be a bad Two-Face.
Who could Adam Driver play as a Batman villain? I would say Two-Face. I've heard people say Scarecrow. I just think a Two-Face would be really, really, really
Scarecrow
cool.
needs to be more like, kind of like, not zombie-esque, but like very much like more methodical.
More
Adam Driver
Daniel
plays
Craig.
Really good anger. Yeah, very Daniel Craig-y, Trey. But yeah, I think Adam Driver has more like anger to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can't really think of any. I like Adam Driver's good. Patrick Stewart's pretty good. That was a good. But yeah, I feel like he'd be pretty easy to cast.
Oh wait, no. I got an actor who I want. I want him now. Now that I thought about it, I need this. I want Bryan Cranston to play Victor Freeze.
Ooh, that's good. That's really good.
I need that now. I do that. I thought about it. I can't stop thinking about it. I need that now. I need that so bad.
That is good. That would be that's mine. I think that's my number one pick too. Oh, would you prefer him for Lex Luthor or Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze. I want Giancarlo Esposito to play Lex Luthor.
Giancarlo. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. People are throwing around his name for a lot of things right now, but I think that's one of the things that actually is pretty good.
It's because he's intimidating. Every single
he's really intimidating.
He plays is intimidating.
Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon. Wow.
Moff Gideon is not the name I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out Gustavo Frig. The man is scary. He plays nice until he pulls out a box cutter and stabs someone in the neck. Also, if he does that with the dark saber, I'm gonna lose it, man.
If he's to stab someone with the dark saber.
Because no offense to dark saber, it kind of looks like a box cutter.
It does look like a box cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that might actually be it.
Okay.
You got anything else?
Nothing important, no.
Don't drift into a southern accent ever again. All right. Do you want to do one of your famous outros, Trey?
Okay, sure. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Thinking Box podcast. We'll see you next time, hopefully next week. And always remember, be excellent to each other and party on,
that one,
dudes.
That one was my favorite one so far. I liked that one. I enjoyed it. Good. You know what, Trey? Good job.
I still have my hand up.
Good job, Trey.
Thanks.
Good job. Okay, that was a good one. I think Mohammed's going to be a bit disappointed he missed that one. All right, that was Thinking Box podcast. See y'all next time.